Hello, Sooner Nation. Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Before we start on this video, check out Fanstop at fanstop.com. Look at the officially licensed national championship gear. Links are in the description. Get on board with those shirts. Big news from the portal. Official. Nigeri Kennedy has officially entered the portal. This has been talked about for a little bit. It's official now. And Jay, obviously, this is the one portal entry that a lot of people were wondering if it was going to happen. And now that it has, Jay, I think there's a couple kind of fields of thought here, don't you?
Yeah, obviously, when you see the best player in softball enter the portal and you're the best team in softball in Oklahoma and won 4 straight, I think a lot of people think, hey, go get Kennedy now, right? And I'm sure everybody's going to want Kennedy, not just Oklahoma, everybody, okay? And she's that good of a player. She's dominant. She will continue to be dominant the next 2 years. It's just what is her mindset? And I think that's where I'm at with this is what is her mindset? Is her mindset to go to Oklahoma where, hey, they've won 4 straight, help them to try to get a 5th straight because guys and gals listening to this, they need pitching. They have 2 right now that are coming back, Peyton Monticelli, Kirsten Deal, that don't have a ton of innings. And then you have the incoming freshman, Audrey Lowry, coming in. So very young staff. So Kennedy would really help in that aspect. You know, they brought in Kelly Maxwell last year, one of the best pitchers in the portal last year. Look what she did. Arguably, you could say without Kelly Maxwell, they probably don't win their 4 straight. So Kennedy is a definite somebody that OU's going to go after. Now, here's the thing, though, with Kennedy. Does she want to go join Oklahoma and try to win one, or does she want to beat them? And to me, if she's wanting to beat Oklahoma, there's a few different options. I think of here's who I think of right now. I think of Texas. Texas brings back legitimately one of the top offenses in the country. They were ranked, I think, 1 or 2 last year. Most of them are back. You bring back Kavan as a really good pitcher that you could team up with Kennedy. It's a great option. They were in the World Series championship last year, okay? They were in the finals with Oklahoma. So that's an option. I also look for teams like you look at Florida State. Florida, I think, are options. Possibly UCLA out west if you want to stay out west. And then the other one, close to home, Nebraska. Oh, by the way, Jordy Ball's there. That is an option. They've already hit the portal pretty hard with the bats, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, those are all options, Jay. There's also a couple options if she wanted to stay out west. And academics, I think, may play a part. Could possibly play a part in this decision. But, Jay, you're right. That's the 2 mindsets. That's the 2 kind of fields of thought. Join the Giant, the best team in the land, and go win a 5th natty and be a big part in why OU would win a 5th national championship because, frankly, they do need that ace. Or join up with someone and try to beat this team and knock them from the top. Those are the 2 options. But, Jay, why go to OU? Let's just take the championship out of play. First off, you can't, okay? She would be pitching on the biggest stage. She would be pitching for arguably the best coaching staff. I would say it is the best staff. You got best one of the best conference, SEC, best pitching coach, Jen Rocha. Also, how Patty Gasso deals with the emotional side of the game, the encouragement that she would get. There's that. There's NIL package. There's a lot. There's her future after softball. There's so much good at the University of Oklahoma that she could be going to. It is closer to Topeka. Nebraska, Jay, you bring in the play, very close to Topeka as well. But here's the deal. There's no question who Kennedy is. She's the best player in the country, and it's not really even close. She's got so many strikeouts. Her ERA was phenomenal for how many innings she pitched. It was like 0.67, and she pitched a ton of innings. I
wonder if that's also, and I don't know. I mean, I haven't talked or seen any quotes from Kennedy yet. I'm sure we will. But the reasoning behind it. What is it? Is it, hey, I've been a workhorse. I've been pitched a ton of innings, and I mean, she's pretty much carried them to how far they've gotten the last 2 years. I mean, she's put them on her back. And does she want to go team up with another pitcher that can take some of those innings off and then really start? I mean, you think about it in the World Series, if you can have kind of a little more strength with you and maybe a little more stamina because you haven't pitched as many innings. I don't know. That could be a thought process. It could be Kelly Maxwell freaking left OSU and won a national championship at Oklahoma. I won a national championship. I'm going to Oklahoma. That could be it.
It could be as simple as that, Jay. But I think that there are some other things maybe that you have to consider here outside of this. And look, we could talk all day long on this, but like you said, until she says something, here's one thing I know: Patty Gasso is pretty analytical, data driven. Now, when you're talking about Kennedy, she's the best pitcher out there. But what I'm saying is, we don't even know if Kennedy's going to visit OU. If she does, then I think it's a high likelihood that she's gonna commit to OU. I think if she visits OU, Jay, then obviously she's looking at going there, and I think they would be able to make that happen. That's my personal opinion. It's not the opinion of everyone. I get it, but I will say that there's a lot of OU fan base that says, "Oh, Kennedy's in the portal. She's going to be a Sooner." You've got to be careful there.
Well, and I do think she's going to visit OU. Here's the thing. I don't think she's making a quick decision. I think she's gonna make visits to different schools and pick where she wants to go. I don't think this is something where I'd be surprised, honestly, if it was something she already had decided. I think she's probably going to listen and see what options are out there. And NIL is a real thing in sports right now, and so I think she will listen. But also, what you mentioned there at the end about Oklahoma fans. I would say that too. And I'd say this. What you wished would happen in Kennedy entering the portal, you maybe wish it never did happen by the end of this. And what I mean by that is she's entered the portal. If she does go, say, Texas, Florida, if she does go somewhere else and team up with somebody, Nebraska, wherever, and they end up beating Oklahoma, and maybe that's the reason why, there'll be a lot of OU fans then saying, wish she would have just stayed at Stanford. So,
and Jay, that's the kind of issue you got to deal with when you're on top like this. And OU's just got to keep going after national champions the way they've always done. And we'll see what happens with Kennedy.
And they may go for their fifth next year with Kennedy and on their team. Very well could happen.
Very well could happen. As things progress, we will make sure we cover it all here at the Sooner Surge. So you don't need to go anywhere else for your content. Sooner Surge is where it's at. Thanks for watching our channel, subscribing and liking and commenting. Who do you have as Kennedy? Where will she end up in your opinion? Drop your comments here in the chat. And thanks for watching. Boomer.
Sooner.